Yeah. Hey everyone, we are live. Wednesday night Krav class. I'm just going to wait for a second for everyone to get on. I see that Becca's here, Phil is here, awesome. Hey, flying solo again tonight. Dave is stuck on another call at work, so just me. If you have any requests, put them in the comments. I've got a couple quick announcements, and then we'll get started. So my first announcement, just wanted to make just a reminder that Monday night doing a Zoom class, and that everyone is welcome to come to that. It's not just Monday night Krav folks. So if you're a Wednesday night Krav participant, Krav member, you are certainly welcome to join in on the Zoom classes. And even if fitness folks want to jump in for the first 20 minutes, do the workout, and then duck off at the end, that's fine too. Tonight is a variety of things, like always. Warm up, we do some core, really been focusing on a lot of core work, and a little cardio workout set, try to get us that 25-minute mark. So a good workout for everyone who's jumping in to do it, and then we'll get into some of our Krav stuff. I may shift some of my plan tonight with Dave not here. I'll see if any comments come up, if there's any requests. But we'll play with a couple of different things. We may even take tonight as a review of all of our choke defenses, which is level 1. As I was going back through my plans tonight, I saw that this is the 7th week on Facebook Live. I can't believe we've done 7 weeks of this. It's fantastic. So that's just amazing, your support, your presence, you showing up, giving me the likes, the comments, things like that while we work through it. It is really helpful. All right, so take a second, just start moving, your shoulders around, a couple of hip openers, and we'll get us started. A couple circles with your arms, forward, back, in and out, open, close, hip openers. 3 on one leg, 3 on the other. Alright, shake everything out. Alright, so here's what we're going to work with tonight for our warm-up. We're going to go 30 seconds of jumping jacks, or like a little fake jump rope in place. Then we'll have 10 mountain climbers, 10 push-ups, 10 glute bridges. And we're going to repeat that, those 10 things 3 times, and then we'll end with 30 seconds of jumping jacks again. So, or some variation of a little bit of jumping around, movement around to get your heart rate up. All right, we're going to get started. Go. Start with jumping jacks. Nice range of motion. Just doing this for 30 seconds. Okay, take it nice and easy if you're just starting out for today. That's it, come on. 10 more seconds. Okay, 10 mountain climbers, 10 push-ups, 10 glute bridges. Go. You can modify push-ups to your needs if you need to. And glute bridges. Down and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Take it back to the mountain climbers. 10 mountain climbers. 10 push-ups. 10 glute bridges. 1 more time at the top. 10 mountain climbers. finish line up with 30 seconds of jumping jacks, or 30 seconds of some kind of movement around like fake jump rope. Ready, go. You can even do high knees or butt kickers. Shake it out. If there's anything that needs a quick stretch or a quick loosen, go ahead and do that. I'll take a look at the comments. I see Jess is watching. Maybe it's Bryce. Yes, take it easy on my knees. I brought both knee braces today in case I need to put them on. So that may happen later. I'll take it easy on my knees. Awesome, thanks. So let's, as you catch your breath and get yourself ready, get yourself psyched up for this, we're going to do a core set. Should take us about 5 to 6 minutes. If you're a Monday night Zoomer, you've done this with me before, so you're probably going to cry, but try not to cry too hard. See if you can challenge yourself, and then we've got a 7 or 8 minute cardio set that we're going to work into. So get yourself ready. Our core burn is going to be 100 bicycles. It's going to be 30 sit-ups, 75 bicycles, 20 sit-ups, 50 bicycles, 10 sit-ups. You take breaks where you need to. If you did this before with me on a Monday night and you made it the whole way through without a break, fantastic. Challenge yourself to do that again. If you took 3 or 4 breaks on a Monday night, see if you can take that break down one time. All right, I'm going to challenge myself to get through the whole thing tonight. And you know, I'm going to probably take about 5 minutes or so, hopefully not too much longer. I will stop us at the 6.5, 7 minute mark if we're not quite there. So do the best you can, and if bicycles and sit-ups aren't quite working for you, you are certainly welcome to modify and add something else in. All right, let's get this going. Get the core stuff out of the way. 100 bicycles, 30 sit-ups. 75 bicycles, 20 sit-ups. 50 bicycles, 10 sit-ups, and by bicycles, it's 1 for 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're not going to do 200. All right, get my timer ready. Just so I have a sense of how long it takes us. Deep breath in, out, ready, go. 30 sit-ups. Seventy-five crunches. almost there. 50 bicycles. Ten sit-ups, last 10. Three minutes, 50 seconds. Let it keep going. Do the best you can. All right, hang in there, keep trying to finish up. If you are done, take a rest, get a break, drink some water. And while people are catching their breath and finishing up, just a quick reminder, next Thursday, not this week, next Thursday, there's another online seminar series. Everybody welcome to join. Reach out to Sean Schenker, send him an email, send him a Facebook message for the Zoom link. That will be Thursday night, I believe that's May 9th, whatever that Thursday is, 6 to 8 p.m. Definitely jump in, join that. There's lots of different instructors from all over that are going to be different segments. You don't want to miss it, so make sure you can attend that. We are at the 4 minutes, 55 seconds. I'm going to give everybody about 30 more seconds to finish up that workout. Hi, Monica. Glad you're jumping in. How'd you like that core? It's awesome. Awesome. Okay. All right. So, going to give everyone just 20 more seconds. Finish up your core workout. I'll call time. And then I'm going to explain what our cardio workout's going to look like. Our cardio workout's going to start on either end with a 1-minute wall sit. If you don't have a wall, you can do a deep squat or squat hold. If your core is not killing you right now, you could do a plank instead. So there are some options for you. Sorry, Monica. Yes, you cannot eat a big dinner before you come to this workout. That's for sure. Okay. Alrighty, let's do this. So our workout's is going to be a 1-minute wall sit, and then we've got 5 exercises. We'll go through them once, and we'll repeat that cycle twice. So 10 minutes for that. It'll be 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. That's our interval. Exercise number 1, we've done this before. Sprawl. So you're dropping down, up into that high plank position, feet out behind you, hopping back up. Think almost like a half burpee sort of thing. Krav people try to pop back up into your fighting stance, come right up, and you've got 1, 2. Sprawl. Okay, so we got that, 45 seconds. Second exercise is going to be squats to a knee. Ideally, get a deep, deep squat. I'm not going to be able to go too deep because of my knees tonight. You're going to come up, throw a knee. Squat, come up, throw a knee. If you're feeling adventurous, you can make that a nice jump squat. Throw a knee. I will not be jumping tonight. Third exercise, mountain climbers to a 1, 2. So you've got 4 mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop up to your knees. 1, 2. Back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to your knees. 1, 2. We've done that one before. The fourth exercise, we're going to do a push-up. And after we come back up from a push-up, we're going to work on that recoil, bring our fist back to our face. So from the side, we'll look like this. Push up, recoil. Push up, recoil. So really try to explode off the ground and bring one hand up by your face. Okay? And then our fifth exercise is going to be sit-throughs. So you're going to do 2 sit-throughs. Stand up in a fighting stance and you've got 1, 2. So you see the theme here. We're going to be working that 1-2 combo with some of our exercises tonight. So sit through, high down dog or wide down dog, sit, sit, pop up, 1, 2, again, sit, sit, joining me tonight and they're not comfortable doing the 1-2, you can leave it out and you can just do the sprawl, just do the squats, just do the mountain climbers, just do regular push-ups, and just do regular sit-throughs or break dancers. Okay, so let me take my hoodie off and we're going to get started. Okay, so we're starting off with a 1-minute wall sit or a deep squat hold if you don't have a wall. Okay, find yourself, find your space, get into that wall sit, go for it. Use this time to breathe, like active recovery. Breath in, out, in, out. In, out, halfway down. And see if you can keep your hands up, not resting on your knees and kind of help pulling yourself up. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. Awesome. You got a 10-second rest. And we're going into our interval set. 45 seconds, 15-second rest, sprawl to the 1-2. Do the best you can. Take a break if you need to. Go. Time. Squat to a knee is next. Get your breath. Go. Squat, knee. Squat, knee. Make sure that hip is driving. Forward. Squat, knee. Squat, drive with the hip. 10 seconds. Time. 4 mountain climbers. Top with right 2 knees. 1, 2. Ready? Go. And time. Okay. Next one is our push-up to our recoil. Push-up to recoil. Try to really explode off the ground, bring the hand up and alternate sides, left and right. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway. Time. Okay, last one before we repeat. We got the sit-throughs. 2 sit-throughs. Pop up to your stance. Jab cross. Left, right. Okay, we're starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway. And time. Catch your breath. We got a repeat of that. Sprawl to a 1-2. Give us just a little extra couple of seconds here. We'll repeat that whole cycle one more time. Do the best you can. On this round, if you want to change up your 1-2 to elbows, palm heels, you know, you can play around with it. But the idea is to kind of explode out of the technique right to striking. All right, so play around, have a little fun with it. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfway. Time. Squat to the knee is next. 10 seconds. Three, 2, go. If you'd rather kick here, you can do that. Try to really drive that hip forward. And time, rest. Okay, mountain climbers, 4 mountain climbers, right to your knees, jab cross. You can also play here too, palm heels, elbows, uppercut, hook. The idea is to explode up right to your techniques. Ready, go. Halfway. And time. Awesome. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more minutes of this, and then we'll do a wall sit, and we can slow it down a little bit. Okay, so our 4th one, that's that push up to a recoil. Bringing that Push up, bringing the hand right back to your head. 3, 2, 1, go. Time, one more. Sit throughs to the 1, 2. So sit through, pop up in stance, jab cross, and again, play, throw some extra techniques in, or different techniques. Okay, last 45 seconds. Let's push it. Go. Halfway. And time. All right, awesome. Catch your breath. We're going to cash out this workout with a 1-minute wall sit, or whatever you did in the beginning, or not. You can do a plank instead, deep squat hold, anything like that. So make your way to your wall. Catch your breath. It's end. Go. Deep breath in. Out. Make this your active recovery. Use this time to fix your hair. Halfway done. Three, 2, 1, time. Awesome, awesome, fantastic. Take a break, get some water, catch your breath. Nice workout, good. All right, so we'll move into a little more technical stuff. Once we all cool down just a little bit. And again, if you have any requests, put them in the comments. You did not love the core workout, Monica, since you asked. That's awesome. Hey, Alvin, glad to see you here watching. That's fantastic. Awesome. Great to see everybody here. That's fantastic. Yeah, Monica, I started putting in a lot more core. I'm sure many of us, but not everyone, for sure, is doing a lot more sitting. I'm doing a lot more sitting at a desk than I used to, so I'm really getting that core burn twice a week. All right, so we're going to play with a couple things tonight. As I said in the very beginning, David couldn't make it tonight, so flying solo and do the best that I can here, and we'll try and work through it as we do it. So the first thing I wanted to work with you tonight is working on our get-ups. Get-ups from the ground, technical review for more of our advanced students. Some of our beginners still struggle with it. I'm going to do the best that I can with my knees. We're going to look at our simple get-up in place. We're going to take a look at our get-up with our kickback. And a get-up that we worked Monday nights in the Zoom class is a get-up where we actually flip over into like an alpine climber and burst up to run. So let's, just for the technique, let's start working some of it. Make sure you have a little bit of a space to work. Unless your home or your basement is set up like a gym or a dojo. You have soft flooring. I don't want anybody break falling on the hard floor, anything like that. So make sure every time you go down softly and you go down safely. Make sure you always check behind you that you don't have a coffee table or a bookcase that you're going to bang your head on. But to go down softly and slowly, you're going to go into a deep squat, down, and just roll it out. If you can break fall, you can break fall. Okay? So that's how we're going to go down. But let's start from a seated position, our simple get-up. Our simple get-up is when we get up in a fighting stance, but we're kind of staying right here in place. We're not creating distance. All right? So when I do my simple get-up, I'm on my back position. Maybe I've just thrown a kick or not, or I'm defending myself. The guy runs away. I want to get up. I'm going to get up, and I'm going to drop my dominant leg down inside my foot here. If you can see, just right here behind. All right? So I'm going to sit up, drop, come right up to my knee. Then I'm going to take that back foot, straighten it out, and stand up. So I'm going to stand up right side forward stance, so I can be near image to most of my righties here, but also my right knee won't let me do it that way. So I'm going to do it as if I'm in a right side forward fighting stance. So take yourself back down, into that back fighting position, throw a kick maybe, sit up. As you sit up, drop that shin down, push up with your hips, ideally don't use your hands, put that leg behind you, you're in stance. Okay? So if you already have this, just start working on your own. I'll do it one more time slow, and then we'll practice it a couple of times. Take yourself down, back fighting position. Maybe a kick was thrown. Come on up, right up onto the knee. Very important to straighten out that back leg. Stand up, you're in stance. Okay, so the advantages to standing up this way is quick. You get up quick, you get up in place, and it's easier for most people to do versus that distance. So I'll talk about some disadvantages in a minute, but give me 5 of those. So I'm going to do 5 right now on your own. If you've already done 5, advanced students, practice both sides and alternate both sides. Okay? Always start from a fighting position. Maybe your technique was thrown. Up and up. Ready to move. Again. Again. Two more. One more. Awesome. Okay, so disadvantage to this get up is when you do get up this way, you could be right in front of somebody or right in front of your attacker. There may be chimes where you're down on the ground, or you were down on the ground and you're getting out from a ground defense, and you've kicked them away, but you still want to create space. You want to stand up right there and maybe run the risk of getting attacked again. So now that's where that get up with a kickback comes. Advanced students, you got this. Go ahead on your own right now and start throwing kicks, working from a back position and a side position, alternating sides. But for everyone else, I'm going to walk us through the technique. All right, so you're obviously back down on the ground again. Get down softly and gently in your house. You're in your fighting stance. Just a reminder that fighting stance, you've got one leg in, nice and tight. Your hands are up. Your core is tight. Your core is locked. Your head's off the ground. Maybe you just threw that kick. After you throw that kick, you're going to sit up. That kicking leg is going to extend. It's also kind of a block in a way. Same leg that's out is the same hand that's down. For most of us, that'll be our dominant side. The next part is going to get our own butt out of the way. So I got to go sideways so I can create a space right here. That's why we do so many sit-throughs for core work. Pull that leg through and take a hop back. Adjust your stance as you move backwards. Okay? So let's go for that again. Fighting stance. Kick. Up. Same leg, same hand. On the right, it's going to be that right side. This hand's up, protect you. This is here, ready to kick again. Get your butt out, scoot back. You're up. All right, so the hardest part of this is having that core strength for some of us to get the leg out of the way. But that's where doing all those sit-throughs really, really help. So I'll keep doing it slow, but let's do 5 of them. Advanced guys, please work both sides. I'm going to stick to one side for any of our beginners that are watching tonight. Okay? So, down, fighting stance, kick, sit up and post. Kick back, and you're up. Again. Three more. Two more. So our get up with a kick back. All right, last one. This one may be new for some of our beginners. We were playing with this Monday night in our Zoom class. So this one is just a different way of getting up. If you find the simple get up and you find the get up with a kick kind of challenging, you may like this. This has advantages and disadvantages. The biggest disadvantage to the next get up I'm going to show you is you are kind of turning your back. The advantage is it puts you in a good position for running. And as you know, Krav Maga, your goal is to eliminate the threat that's coming at you, whether it's a choke, an attack, a grab. You want to fight back and get out, escape. Your goal is not to stay there. So yes, I can do it, one of those two get-ups we just did, get into a stance, check, and run, absolutely. But maybe I know I need to run the second I'm up, and this might be a good one, okay? So again, I'll show the side and forward. It's a, let me show it on this side. You're starting on your back in this stance, because no matter what happens, you wind up on your back, or whatever happens to you, you want to get into protective stance on the ground. So if you fell or you were tripped, you were knocked out, you come to on the ground, you want to get yourself in the protective stance. So here you are. All right, from here, we're going to assume the same thing. We threw a kick. What we're going to do is this leg that's down, right after that kick comes back, we're going to drop this leg, and we're going to roll right over into an alpine climber position. And right from here, almost like we're running a track meet, popping up to run. Okay? So alpine climber is a little different than mountain climbers. It's a little bit tougher on the knees, so that's why we're working out tonight. But that's when my leg comes all the way up to my side here, where I pop here. Okay? So what I'm going to do is after I kick, I'm essentially rolling over into that position, popping up to run right away. Okay, so here, I have my right leg up on the righty, kick, drop my left leg, roll over right away. I'm right here in that alpine position. I can use my legs and my hands to push up, take that one. All right, so that's got to be quick. You don't stay down there that long. I'm just trying to let you guys see that position. So we're going to try that. I'll keep doing it slow. Advanced students or people who've worked this before, definitely work that explosiveness of right after that kick, roll over, up, right away. Don't take a long time down on the ground. All right, so I'll show it again from this way. Back position, leg up, kick, drop, here, running. Okay. Again, on my back. So I'm going to throw that kick. As soon as that kick recoils, drop my base leg, flip over, pop up, run. All right, so let's go 5 of those. Work at your own speed. You can watch me do 1 or 2 and then jump in, and then I'll see if you have any questions. Take a break, get some water if you need it. Awesome, thanks, Rebecca. If there's any questions, write me a comment, let me know. All right. Okay, so the next two things I wanted to take a look at tonight, you have to bear with me. If it's my regulars that are on, that are watching, you're going to be fine. For my beginners, post a question, let me know if you need some additional video or anything like that. Not having Dave here to demo on makes it a little challenging, but you may have seen it before, so work with me. And again, I'll repeat myself, but put it in the comment, hey, can you get me a video of that with it being done on a real person so I can see it. So this closes out our choke series. So right before we closed for quarantine, we had planned out 8 weeks to cover all of our choke series, all of our level 1. To kind of catch everyone up to speed with that and a good review, we took a look at all of our plucks from the front, side, back. We worked rotational defenses. We did the chokes against the wall. We did chokes against the wall. And tonight I want to take a look at our bar arm and carotid chokes. So these are chokes where someone comes up from behind and they reach the arm around and they either put their entire forearm right up against your throat here and they kind of grab and hold. So if someone's head's right here in front, I'm reaching around and I'm choking them and I'm putting my forearm right against their throat. Right, so the danger there is collapsing the windpipe. You can't breathe. Or the carotid choke is when, very similar, they come right up behind you, but now instead of the forearm against the choke, they're trying to dig all the way deep, and they're trying to get your head right here in this space between your forearm and your bicep, and they want to squeeze. And if they squeeze on both sides of your neck, they cut the blood flow to the brain, and then you pass out. So they both have dangers. This one's direct pressure on the windpipe, but there's still blood flowing, and this one is pressure to your on the sides of your neck. It cuts off blood to the brain. So both of them have a limited window of time for you to react. As with all of our defenses, the same principles are there. You want to react explosively. You want to fight back. You want to escape, get out. You also make not only hand defenses, but body defenses. So let's take a look at the bar arm as if someone's forearm is right across your throat like this. More than likely, if someone comes to grab you that way, they're not just going to choke it and hold. Usually there's an intent to drag you down or drag you back somewhere. So keep in mind that that sort of thing may be happening. So imagine that this is happening to you. You've got that bar arm across. All right? You're kind of caught off guard. You might be pulled back just a little bit. Your initial body defense is going to be twofold. The first is going to be to bring your shoulders up if you can to protect your neck a little bit. And you're going to be dropping your weight, your center of gravity. We call it base and squeeze. So dropping out. Your hand defense, that happens at the same time as your body defense, your hands are going to come up in like a, I don't want to call it a plucking motion, but it's similar to it, but you're going to reach both hands up to that arm or that, wherever, if you can get the wrist, wherever that's being held, and pulling it down. You're not trying to wrap your fingers around and pull, it's a sweeping motion. You're trying to see if you can explosively, if that arm is around someone's throat, you're trying to reach here for that wrist and explosively pull it down. So that motion looks like both hands coming up and here. So I'm basing. So as my hands come up, my shoulders come up, hands come here. And the hands go to the side, if you can tell, that where the hands are, right? So if I go behind someone and choke them this way, their hands are going to come up to this side. If I choke them this way, their hands are going to come up to that side. So it's going to take you just that second to make that reaction, all right, to kind of get a sense of what's happening. So that choke comes on, comes around, shoulders come up, hands come up. This is all kind of happening at the same time. Make that pluck. Okay? Right from here, as soon as you make that pluck, you have to start struggling to get out. It's going to be very, very tight. So that motion for that to happen is to take this shoulder, your inside shoulder, and start jamming them, jamming them, jamming them. And it's going to be short, quick burst motions. And it may not be 2 or 3. It could be 5 or 6. All right? So reaching up, plucking, and then with that shoulder, making those quick motions, those jerking, forceful motions with that shoulder is going to cause their arm to extend just a little bit. It's going to be a little uncomfortable for them. Then you're going to, if they're holding you like this, you're going to step out underneath the armpit and duck around underneath them, and now you're kind of on their side. And from here you can strike, kick their knees, push them away, run, push kick. If you know how to do a shoulder lock, it's a perfect setup for a shoulder lock. If you're here in class, you often see Phil, sometimes Ken and Dave like to do those shoulder locks. Okay, so again, choke comes from behind, there's a bar arm, shoulders come up, hands come up, make that plucking defense, push with the shoulder, step out with your left foot, come up, the person's right here now on the side, and you're going to strike, 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 kick the knee, strike, shove them away, run. Okay. So, try it again. Choke comes from behind, both hands come up, shoulders come up, drop, shoulder, 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 get out. All right, you still have their hand just a little bit, you can lock them up. The knee is right there that you can kick. Strike, strike, strike to the head. Uppercut if you want to, mouth of hand, you play with that. Chopping, strike, shove them away, and run. Okay. All right. So one of the things just to caution you with this plucking motion, it'll be the same for the karate choke, is you don't want to reach all the way back. You don't want your hands, when you do this pluck, to come up like this, because when that happens, you open up your neck, and that person can sink the choke in. I mean, if you feel, like, you know, you're standing there texting, you feel this kind of a choke coming on, and you think kind of touching your neck, right away, our natural response is like, you know, get off my neck. You'd be like, you know, the last time a spider or a fly or a mosquito landed on you, right? You just, so your shoulders come up, and that's your reaction. So you want to keep that short and quick, not reaching way up. And you want to start making those bursts as quick as you can. Now, what if you're making those bursts and you can't get out? You keep doing it, but there are other options, and it is a little difficult to show. But those of you who Zoomed with me on Monday night, you saw that we took a look at that. I reach up here, I do this pluck, and I'm doing the shoulder. That guy's got both of his hands, or girl, whoever, attacker, has both of their hands around. Right? I'm set up perfectly for a groin strike right here. So if I do this, strike, 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 that is also available to me too, if I'm having difficulty getting out, getting them to release if it's really, really, really tight. Okay, so let's practice 3 of them. Advanced students, if you've kind of been doing this, going through them, practice the other side. You're probably sticking with one side, assuming a righty is attacking you. Now assume a lefty is attacking you. But for our beginners, I'll stick with one side. All right, so I'll make it seem like someone's choking me from the right, and I'll do one facing you, and I'll do one with my back to you. So let's make that full defense. Ready, go. Get off me! Stay away! Okay, so I'll do it with my back to you, so in case you want to do it with me. All right, choke is on, reach up. Get off, get off! Okay, now I'm going to add the groin strike in. One more. Get off, get off! Okay. Awesome. If you have any questions, put them in the messages. All right, karate choke, the defense is very much the same. The difference is if someone really gets their choke in this deep, you know, right up here, you're not going to necessarily be able to reach for the hands. So that pluck may be happening a little bit more here on the forearm, okay? So in this case, there may be a bit more of a grab or a bit more of a pull down if you can. And keep in mind, unless the intent is not really there for the attacker, keep in mind that this is going to stay on. Just because you did a plucking motion doesn't mean the person automatically lets go, all right? So when we practice it in class, when we're first doing it, we kind of let's go right away because we want to feel successful learning it. But then in advanced class, people hold on a little tighter, like it's a little more real, right? So sort of keep that in mind. But the difference here is this choke is in deep, and you're not going to get all the way back to their hands. So it's going to be more here as you make that pluck. All right, but remember, they're squeezing here on the side. All you need it to do is just release enough for some blood to continue to flow up to the brain. Okay? So very similar. All right, hands go up, shoulders come up. If you feel something coming, your body defense should be in to duck right away. It's the same exact thing. Reach up, All right, you may have to fight just a little bit harder to get out. All right, so there may be just a little more of a fight. And again, don't forget you've got that groin strike. All right, so imagining that that's the choke coming onto. Go ahead, let's try that 3 times. Get off me! Get off me! And if you can, in your house right now, you should be verbalizing. Get used to that. Get off me. Get away from me. Stay back. Get off! Get off! Okay. Awesome. So I wanted to take a look at that really quick. Again, it's a little hard without having Dave here for me to show the mechanics on someone else, but I'm hoping that many of you have seen it before and you've played with it before, and that you've been able to practice it a few times at class, and so then that visual's already there. Again, let me know if you need a video. I can send you one, or I can do a quick demo with Dave, or even better, join me Monday night on Zoom. We can take a look at that choke again. All right, I wanted to just end with just a couple of footwork rounds. All right, so we'll do 1-minute rounds with some of our footwork, a little like shadow boxing. And in this round, in this 1 minute at a time, I'm gonna call out choke. And if I call out choke, stop where you are, make that defense, go right back to shadow boxing. I'm gonna call out ground. If you can, safely in your home, go down to the ground, go down slow, but go down, go into your back fighting stance. Okay. Go down slow, gently, get down, get set, kick, and do one of the 3 get-ups we covered. Get up in place, get up and kick back like I just did, or get up to run, okay? And then go right back to shadow boxing, all right? So we're gonna go 2 1-minute rounds, footwork, shadow boxing. I'll take a look at our timer and I'll walk you through it. Just try to listen for me to shout ground or shout choke. Stop where you are, do those defenses, get right back to working, shadow boxing, do whatever you want, okay? Catch your breath. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Choke! Get off me! Get off me! Ground! Choke! Get off! Time. Rest. Take a 30-second rest. Do the same thing again. All right. And if it's a little challenging to get down on the ground at your house, just go, you do the best you can. You can do a sprawl instead. You got 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, last round. Choke! Get off me! Round! catch your breath. Whew, how was that? Give me a thumbs up if that worked for you. Couple quick announcements for everybody who's still on and still watching. Just a reminder, Monday Night Zoom, open to anyone. I post a link on the main page and on the Krav page. This Thursday night, Sean Senker's doing a solo concert, I believe. Check that out on Facebook. The event is there on his page. Next Thursday, will be the next Be Like Water series, Zoom series for just instructors, kind of unite martial artists, bring everyone together in this time. It's really kind of a cool thing. If you didn't get a chance to experience it last week, you missed something. We had Kyokushin fighters from Costa Rica doing amazing stuff. This week we'll have we have different instructors doing different things. I don't have all of their names on the top of my head, but I know we have some Jeet Kune Do and Muay Thai. I'll be doing a little something there too. So if you can definitely check that out, reach out to Sean. It's been all over Facebook. Check it out. And then again, very last, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll answer, or you can private message me, and I will see you all soon. Let's end with a formal bow. Stand up nice and straight, hips back, hands together. Kida. See everyone soon. Stay well, stay healthy, get some exercise. Rebecca. Nice, Monica. I'm glad you joined in. Come join with us more.